Okay, we are live. It's dark outside, and this is my pretty bedroom. We just did a shorts, The Eagles, Take It Easy. And if you notice, easy is spelled Eazzzy. And the reason why is because I don't know if you guys felt it, but last night was pretty intense. I woke up from my own snoring. Okay, but what we're going to talk about is what happened. The devil in reverse wouldn't surprise me that that would be the overcome outcome today because of the fact that they were really trying last night. They're trying to poison your food, but you're not going to be hurt because we can eat anything we want. We're protected. And then they also tried last night to attack your throat chakras. More, in other words, they tried to choke a lot of us. So we had to call in the angels, and they, of course, took care of them. And they're just the devil's minions. It's nothing to be alarmed about, but you know that I tell you everything, and I try to get you through everything. So if you woke up and you're wondering what the hell happened last night, well, it's all good now, devil's in reverse, but anything they did to us went back to them, but not from us. We give it to the higher ups, and they take care of it. And that's why I say take it easy is the energy, because the energy is just like, yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about nothing. But during that time, you're like, help, help, right? And then it's like, okay, this is cool. You guys just take care of it. We used to have to take care of it ourselves. I could tell you every single lifetime how we had to take care of things ourselves. Not completely, of course, not completely, but we had to take care of things ourselves, and now we're just so powerful, our DNA is getting so activated that we don't have to. I'm just showing you my pretty lights. I spend more time in the pretty lights than I do anywhere else. So I hope you don't get bored with my pretty lights. And I'm always rearranging everything. Okay, so enough of that, but I just want you to know if you woke up kind of weird today, take it easy is the advice, and know that the devil is in reverse. And we're going to go over the cards. We're going to go over the cards. There's Coyote. Yeah, he's sleeping. Okay, we got the kitty on the pillow. The devil in reverse, and then we had transition and challenge. That's the challenge. The challenge is just having that no revenge, having that I'm going to put a spell on you. Witchy Woman is also by the Eagles, right? Santana, Black Magic Woman. Okay, we don't want those kind of vibes. We want the higher ups to take care of this devil in reverse. Okay, we want to transition into where we give our angels the power. Now, you could have called that a test because they wanted to see how you were going to react. Did you react with you fighting back all on your own and not relying on the angels? Did you wake up and be revengeful, or were you revengeful in astral? So yes, it was a test. People don't like to hear that we're tested, but we are all the time. So that was your challenge, is your transition. And what are you transitioning into? You want to transform so you can receive your soulmate. And I talked about that yesterday. You can't get your mission partner, we'll just call it a mission partner, to finish this last part of the movie, you can't get him in physical or her if you're off balance. So you have to go through these challenges to go from transition into transformation. And you also can look at it like you being the devil in reverse. You no longer act like the devil, okay? All right, then we had new home, abundance, success, and stability. Those are your goals in 4D. They're also your goals in 5D and higher. You just may not have a physical home like look more like this up here, which is a spaceship, is what I'm seeing. So is your new home the spaceship, 5D and higher, where I want mine full time, or is your home going to be in 4D? Now that's a perfect picture, and I never noticed the spaceship before. I also see the stars up here. So you see the stars back there? I mean, what a perfect picture. So we've got 4D, the new home. We've got the spaceship. Some are going to do both. Some are just going to do one. Some are going to do the spaceship full time. There's the stars. There's the universe, right? Success, abundance, and stability is the main goal. Once you've reached that, that's when you get the mission partner or the soul mate. See the two kitties? There's the two kitties. Okay, two kitties. You're going to bring them in live. They're here just on a picture, right? Now you're going to bring that in live. You see how he's got his arm around her? Okay, and if you want to know their names, we've got 17 and Q. That's the biggest kitty and the runt. Okay, now we've got social media troll is your warning, because there's somebody that's even on here right now that is one of them dirty little devil minions that won't be around for long, but they're still around and we're still being told about them. Now, to go a little bit deeper into that social media, you're supposed to get rid of a bunch of your subscriptions again and just go down to the two that make you feel the best. That peaceful, easy feeling. Who makes you feel the best? And keep those. And there should only be less than 5. They're saying less than 5 because we're going through that change, and 5 is change. Okay, the next card out, we're just going to now do a new reading. We've got the 5 of grains, and I just said the number 5. So see, isn't that wild how that works? The universe is saying the 5 of grains, and that is the bleeding woman story. Matthew chapter 9, verse 21. The bleeding woman. That's the story where her faith, just touching his robe, made her whole. Now, what I want to talk about this, as I said, get it down to 5. Then the 5 came up. I said, we're going through changes. And that's why they only want you to listen to the ones that are going to give you that faith. Do you have faith like the bleeding woman when you listen to these 5 subscribers that you're going to have, your main 5? When you listen to them, are you saying, oh, that's bullshit? Or are you saying, okay, that's going to get me through the day? Okay. If you can do that, you can have less than 5 too. But 5, they're saying, has got to be the limit, because you can't be listening to all this garbage. That's how this is winning. It'll confuse you and give you the wrong emotion. Okay, there's confirmation. Okay, underneath transition, we've got romance. Again, I said you were going towards your mission partner. It doesn't have to be a romance, but it probably will end up that way. I saw the movie Elementers, It's a Disney movie. It was on the local channel 7, and I taped it. Elementers. It was about two people meeting, fire and water, and they actually showed that picture there, them holding hands like that. And water and fire normally do not mix. And that was exactly the movie. I watched that yesterday. I like animated movies. Some people don't. Okay, underneath the challenge, we have purpose. So once again, your purpose is to change. It's to transform. Now, I have Lee's shirt on, and it has this turtle on, so I'm going to show it to you, if you can see it. See the turtle? That is so funny. And what do turtles represent? I want you to Google turtles, symbolism of turtles, and I also was saying that at 11:11 on the clock. So between the angel number 11:11 and the symbolism of a turtle. And that's your world mission. So you want to transform and transition. That's your vision. Your vision is to transform. Underneath soulmate is patience. Yep. And we're really sick of that, aren't we? And I just saw snails outside yesterday, all over my sidewalk. You might want to Google the symbolism of a snail also. And I have mountains and snails, but no fir trees. We have palm trees. 12:00 on the clock. Then underneath, we have be careful of a gold digger. New opportunity, take the risk. And that was under your success card. And under the trolls card is karmic lesson. So the only reason you still got these trolls messing with you is because it's a karmic connection trying to mess with you. And it's just one more thing you have to go over. Just like the movie last night, she had to learn to keep her temper in check because she would explode and the whole place would start on fire. And you can't do that. But the customers would piss her off. So she had to learn to keep her anger in check. And her soulmate told her that it was something inside of her that was making her angry. And that's what they teach you in AA too. They say if something's making you upset, it's because it's something in you. So that programming that I had for 25 years in AA was very helpful. It's the only program I'm so glad that I had to be in because it really works. Okay, so the gold digger, take the risk to your success and your abundance, and know that between social media stalkers, trolls, and gold diggers, it's all karmic lessons that you got to get over. So with that all being said, we're going to go ahead and just pick a couple more to leave, and then I'm going to tell you that you really need to just take it easy and know that we got this. And hopefully you passed your test last night and you didn't take too much on yourself. Okay, let's look at the last card back here. Another 5. So that's just repeating itself. Again, change. 5 of feathers is what? The 5 of swords? First Samuel chapter 15 verse 23, King Saul, his downfall. So you don't want to do what King Saul did, or you want to look up his story and you want to see. I'm drawn to all them clouds in the back, all the towers that are falling onto people making the wrong decision. So again, last night, if you did make the wrong decisions and you didn't call on the angels for help, or you did wake up this morning putting curses on people and being revengeful, well, then you see how far you have to go, and you just keep on going, and they'll give you another test and another test. Those of us that did call on the angels and said, help, these guys are trying to kill us, and gave it to the higher ups, we just move on to our next assignment, passing that one. And that's hard to do, especially when we're used to taking everything on ourselves. Now, does that mean that we never use our powers to take people out? No. But this was a little bit different of an attack. This was all about food poisoning and throat chakras. And the food poisoning was resulting in your abdomen area, maybe having to go to the bathroom a lot, maybe throwing up, maybe having gas or pains in the physical. And then in the astral, you were feeling your throat being, tightened, maybe burning. If you had any of that stuff going on, that's what was going on. If you didn't, then it may be future. Maybe your assignment tonight, tomorrow night. Whatever I'm telling you, it's from Astro. I'm an Astro channeler. I am Miss Mystic, and I want to thank you for listening.